Alright, and today, for prepping for the Milwaukee Regionals, I'm going to use a variant on the team that I'm planning on, or at least, yeah, variant on a team I'm seriously considering taking over to the Atlanta Regionals. Okay, now in this case, of course, Regulation I is a dual restricted, so it appears that our opponent, however, has not brought any restricteds. So, yeah. I guess we will set it as a goal to see how effectively we're able to shut them down as well as test things. And yeah, look forward to seeing what my opponent is able to do because, you know, a well-played team can put a ton of pressure on even restricted Pokemon. I have certainly lost on occasion to... I have definitely lost to things that... There's that part of me that's like, well, I don't feel like I should lose to it, and then I go lose to it anyway. So yeah, definitely, just because you have restricteds does not mean that you should treat your opponent's team with any less respect than you normally would. Okay, so in this case, I really want to see the interaction between Calyrex and Zamazenta. So we're going to bring both of them, but we are going to start with the Weezing-Wo-Chien combo as our softening up, just to see how our opponent's able to deal with it and where we can go from there. Plus, it doesn't hurt to practice, you know, the combo that I'm seriously considering taking into the other tournament at this point. Alright, so here we go. They start with a Clefable and a Gliscor. Very good. Alright, so in this circumstance... Alright, so... Let's see where we're going to go here. I'd actually really like to get a Will... Oh, wait, no, never mind. The Will-O-Wisp does not matter in this circumstance. We're just going to go for a Sludge Bomb here and a Leech Seed into the Gliscor because he will not get... Oh, hey, hi! He is poisoning me. Well, that's neat. I'll see your poison and watch as you get poisoned by our own Toxic Orb. Have a Leech Seed, friend. Give me some health back. There's that. Alright, Clefable. And, ooh, that was a lot of damage. Okay, so that was a lot of damage. And a critical hit. Wow. Wow. Critical hits all over the place right now. Okay, so Clefable is... And the secondary effect of getting poisoned. Wow. Okay, so we've got the Leech Seed doing its thing. We've got Toxic doing its thing. We've got Poison doing its thing. Like, just everybody's got the dots going. This is a dot-heavy game, which is highly amusing at the moment. Alright. Okay, so there goes the Clefable. It goes down to the Poison. The Gliscor is now badly poisoned by the Toxic Orb. And yeah, unfortunately, its Poison Heal will not work until the Weezing leaves the table, and I'll be entirely honest, Weezing has no intention of leaving the table anytime soon. So this is just a great turn for Weezing to do the Protect thing, and we're going to go with the Leech Seed into the Heatran and see what happens. I would not be surprised if the Heatran outran the Wo-Chien in this case, but, you know, we'll find out. Heatran has a wide variety of different sets and speed tiers and whatnot that it could consider running. So we'll see what they decide to do and how they are trained. Okay, they went for a substitute. I don't think that's really gonna help you much. They went for a Flash Cannon into the Weezing. Weezing, however, is not particularly interested in being on the receiving end of a Flash Cannon, and there's a Leech Seed into the Heatran. Well, this is highly amusing. We've got the Wo-Chien, who is attempting to stay alive through the Toxic using a double Leech Seed. And then we've got the Gliscor, who is not able to Poison Heal because the Weezing is out, shutting down its ability. And yeah, just all the dots. This is very amusing. Okay, so I think this is actually a great opportunity to go for a Terra on our good friend, the... go for a Terra onto our friend Weezing here to just help him tank the potential super effective hits that might be pointed at him. So we will see how that goes. But right now, the Weezing just sticking around and denying them their abilities as much as possible, it just continues to put us in a better and better position. So, the longer that he can stall things out, the better. Oh, hey! Way to go! Way to go to my opponent. That was a great prediction. Kudos to them. They got the poison on the Weezing, so now I have leftovers attempting to combat the poison. Magma Storm is probably going to remove our Wo-Chien. Yep, it has duly removed Wo-Chien from the field, which is cool. And all. There's a Sludge Bomb, which isn't going to go anywhere near breaking that substitute. But the poison tick continues to get worse every turn. That is very, very amusing. Alright, so at this point, I think we roll in with Zamazenta. His entire job is really just to continue the stall as much as possible. It appears that my opponent has decided they want to play a very stallish type game, a very stallish type team. And so rather than blow through it at the end with DPS, which I will admit, like, if they get me to the position of forcing Calyrex out, I absolutely will. But we're going to try and finish it without Calyrex ever hitting the field. Okay, Terra Grass, that was what I was anticipating here. That's actually really good for us because now Weezing has a target for Sludge Bomb that, actually matters. And Zamazenta can just protect. The passive Leech Seed can continue to do passive things. The Weezing gets another turn worth of... I don't know why they tried Toxicking the Zamazenta that turn, but okay. Yeah. Anyway, so Leech Seed will do its thing for another turn. Leftovers will do its thing. Yep, there goes Leech Seed. This is a very healthy, happy puppy. Make sure that he eats his greens and all that. Yeah, it's slowly chipping away. The Toxic... Nope, Gliscor is still around. Okay, well, now we're just going to double the Heat Ran. Really no reason not to. Gliscor is going to go down to anything. So, Heat Ran, here you go. You can have a Body Press, you can have a Sludge Bomb. That should be enough damage to clean up the Heat Ran. We'll see. They might get off a Magma Storm beforehand, though, which will do significant damage to Zamazenta, of course, due to it being a super effective hit and hitting Zamazenta's special defense, which is, it's not a bad stat. Zamazenta has very respectable defenses on both sides of the field, so... Okay... They're deciding, they're thinking, here's the Body Press, bop. Oh, that was, wow, critical hit. That was really good damage. The Toxic, Zamazenta does not particularly care about it. Magma Storm, Zamazenta cares about that one a lot more. Bop. Ooh, wow, that did a lot of damage. Okay, and here comes the Sludge Bomb. Bop, that'll finish off the Heat Ran. Alright, but they did get the Magma Storm off, so the real question comes down to what is the last Pokemon? I mean, I will admit this is a very well-crafted stall team that they have over there. And that Magma Storm hits really hard. Okay, there's our there's our Leech Seed. The final tick of Leech Seed, removing the Gliscor from play. Alright. Get a tiny bit of health back before the tiny bit of health back before Magma Storm chips a bit harder. Oh, or doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't. Okay, anyway. Magma Storm is Heat Ran's signature move. It works a lot like Fire Spin, but has a much higher base damage. Okay. So, we've got Behemoth Bash. Yep, there's a Shadow Ball from the Sinistra. That will finish off Zamazenta. Well played to my opponent. They actually got through one of the Restricteds, which is very good. I mean, Restricteds are good, but, they're Pokemon too. Okay, now the Sinistra is poisoned as well. Yep, Weezing has definitely been a highly valuable Pokemon this entire time. As usual. Just denying everyone their abilities. Oof, that poison tick is starting to hurt. Let Calyrex come out. And that would be game. Largely because there really just isn't anything that Sinistcha can do to stop the Calyrex. So, well played to my opponent. That is a very well-crafted stall team, which, like, it's quite impressive. I do admit that stall, just as an archetype, does suffer going into restricted formats because of the higher power level of the restricted Pokemon, but still, great game, and thank you very much, my opponent. And yeah, thank you for watching today's video, and we hope to see you next time. Have a great day!